What is up, guys? We are back talking about the Wings of Dawn. This week we are going over the ice dragons that are coming to the game. Last week we went over the 3 playable fire dragons. This week we are going over the 3 playable ice dragons. If you want to play the test build they have out for yourself, go check out their Patreon. If you just want to keep up with the game, you can also just check out their Patreon for free or join their Discord. I'll have both of those in the comments and the description. But let's get right to it. First, we have the Lunamira. The Lunamira is one of the smaller dragons in the Wings of Dawn, just like the Valad. You can definitely tell this thing is clearly inspired by an owl, for sure. Quite a bit of moth elements in there. The wings, the antenna. I don't think I ever would have thought that mixing an owl and a moth into one design would look this cool, but they really pulled it off. It looks fucking awesome. This is probably my favorite of the 3 ice dragons. It looks really cool. It's gonna be an omnivore. Instead of a cold breath, Lunamira weaves a cold web from its beak and uses its dexterous fingers to arrange beautiful patterns to line trees, walls, and ceilings. Walking into these threads will progressively slow one's speed into an inescapable pace, making for a prime target upon this patient and cold-hearted opportunist. Alternatively, Lunamira uses these webs, shooting up to high places to swing itself up to, easily bringing itself a proper height to perch or glide. They're gonna web you up and they're just gonna fucking dog on you. And not 100% sure, but from that dossier, I believe they don't actually fly. So they actually seem pretty reliant on getting around with their silk, and then getting up to a high location where they can just glide. Wrapping people up in, like, webs and shit, like a spider, and then pouncing on them from, like, a high tree. That just sounds really cool. Not really something you'd expect out of something that looks like this. There's actually some, like, spider elements in there. Even on its wings, it has, like, these 4 sickles at the end of it that probably are used to get a better grip on, like, the trees, branches, its own webs. I'm actually quite curious to see how they implement this creature. It seems very interesting. And up next, we have the Celebrix. It is a dinosaur-inspired creature, a saurian and a drake. No wings, clearly. I appreciate the design. It's different. And one thing I appreciate even more, they took the time to include a little baby version of it in the concept art. It looks fucking adorable. And one thing that really bothers me with games sometimes, they will make the baby just like a downscaled 1-to-1 version of the adult. It pisses me off so much. So I appreciate that the baby actually looks different. Like, it doesn't have the osteoderms and the spikes all over it like the adult does. It has the plates, but at the same time, its proportions are a bit off, its head is a bit bigger, and it hasn't even gotten any fur yet. So I really hope that carries on to when they implement this in the game. So the special ability. The back of the Celebrix is covered by strong armor. When fleeing from a potential threat is not possible, the Celebrix will curl around itself into a defensive stance. When curled up, it can't be harmed as easily, and it can withstand many physical attacks from other creatures and humans. Despite this, spears have been proven to be its weakness, being able to reach between its scales. So yeah, sounds pretty cool. I can't really compare this to anything I've seen before, to be honest, so I'll give them extra brownie points for making it, like, super different. Like a mix between a dinosaur and some sort of, like, woolly mammal. And one last thing, it has a little thing at the end of its tail, almost like a stinger or some sort of spiked club. It doesn't really mention that in this dossier, but yeah, this thing is the ultimate survivalist. Heavy duty armor, flash freeze abilities. I got these massive fucking claws. Its adult form has all these spikes all over it too. This thing is prepared for anything, well, except for spears, I guess. Alright, now we have the third and last of the ice dragons, the Icy Crown. It is one of the larger dragons in the game, and it is a carnivore. This thing is freakishly scary. Bro's got his gargoyle pose in the concept art. Dude is menacing. Special ability, the Icy Crown's roars can be heard miles away in clear weather. It is described as a sound so loud that it disorientates anyone in its proximity. There is no man or creature in the world that wouldn't be shaken by it. Even the greatest warriors become intimidated by this ferocious beast's deafening roar. Dare one say not even the largest of monsters dare be close when an Icy Crown's demands silence. So, Bro's entire dossier is just him being a scary motherfucker. They definitely did his concept art justice. He looks scary as shit. I wouldn't want to fuck with this thing. You would just need to look at me and it would be over. So, they want these things to be scary as shit, clearly. They definitely pulled it off. I definitely wouldn't want to run into one of these things as a human. I would be shitting my pants, and the shit from my pants would freeze before it hits the ground. This is one of the 3 dragons that's in the test currently. But yeah, that's all 3 of the ice dragons. And remember, if you want to check out the game's development, check out their Discord. I'll have it in the comments and description. If you want to check out their Patreon, I also have that in both as well. And that's it for today, and I'll see you. Peace.